students, welcome to my third lecture on batch reduction, and links for lecture 1 and 2 are given in the description box, so please go through it. And this part is basically going to cover the reduction of substituted benzene, where the substituted group may be an electron withdrawing or electron donating. And when you will start introducing substitution, reduced selectivity issue will come into the picture. Now I will discuss two cases taking anisole and benzoic acid as standard, and in each case you will definitely find one common thing, that is ipso-para mechanism versus ortho-meta mechanism. But in case of anisole, you have already known that ortho-meta attack is favorable, but we generally skip one thing, that is whether there is selectivity between ortho mechanism and meta mechanism. So in this regard, I have mentioned two mechanisms proposed by Zimmermann and Barch and verified by kinetic experiment to show that whether the ortho mechanism is energetically favored or the meta mechanism. So it's my request to please watch the video till the end to understand the whole concept. So let's start with the first case where we have an electron donating substituent connected to benzene. So here we have anisole molecule, and if you consider the anisole molecule, you can see that the benzene nucleus is attached to an electron releasing group, that is methoxy group having plus R effect. So the pi electron density around the benzene nucleus is extremely high. So reduction of such molecule is very tough. But if you are a synthetic chemist, you have that opportunity, because you can apply batch reduction as one of the reaction steps, so you can partially reduce the anisole molecule. Now anisole molecule under the given condition can follow two types of attack. The first one is ortho-meta attack. So this is orthocarbon and this is metacarbon. So if anisole molecule follow ortho-meta attack for reduction by successive electron transfer and protonation, then it will produce this molecule as a product. On the other hand, if anisole molecule follows ipso-para attack, then it will produce this molecule, right? So this is basically leading to the reduced selectivity problem, that is whether ipso-para attack is favorable or ortho-meta attack is favorable. Now if you have electron donating groups like alkyl groups or alkoxy group, then they will destabilize the electron density at ipso position and stabilize ortho and meta electron density. So what does it mean actually? So let me draw something. So in case of ipso-para attack, you can see that there is a negative charge on ipso-carbon, and ipso-carbon is also attached with an electron releasing group, right? So negative charge on the ipso-carbon is intensifying instead of delocalization. So this is really unfavorable, right? So we can ignore or we can eliminate ipso-para attack. So only we have ortho-meta attack, right? So we get this molecule as only observed product, and this molecule is not formed, right? So generally we restrict ourselves to ortho and meta selectivity, but we don't go beyond that. But I will go into detail and explain that area, that is whether there is ortho preference or meta preference, right? Now coming to the reaction mechanism, in 1944 Barch described the reaction and suggested a mechanism involving initial formation of radical anion by the electron introduction from the blue free electron solution in the liquid ammonia, which undergoes initial metaprotonation. Please note it down, the metaprotonation, it is very important word, right? Now Barch mechanism, which is also known as meta mechanism, just because of metaprotonation. Now what happens? In the first step, anisole accepts an electron and forms this radical anion, and in this radical anion the negative charge is on meta position. So it will undergo metaprotonation to form this radical, And one important thing to mention that this protonation step is rate determining step, right? So we can write rate equal to K, that is rate constant, multiplied by concentration of tertiary butanol multiplied by concentration of this species, and this species is coming from 1 electron and anisole molecule. So we can write concentration of electron multiplied by concentration of anisole molecule. So it is basically coming out to be a third order reaction. And now in the third step, this radical accepts another electron and generates this anion. And this anion in the last step abstracts a proton from tertiary butanol to form the product. Now Zimmermann in 1961 made use of Huckel computations of the anisole radical anion and found that the site of highest electron density was ortho to methoxy, and then suggested that the mechanism ortho was energetically more preferred. Now Zimmermann mechanism, which is known as ortho mechanism because of orthoprotonation. Now coming to this radical anion, which is basically a canonical form of this radical anion, right? So here the negative charge is on orthocarbon. So it will undergo orthoprotonation to form this radical, and this radical accepts another electron to generate this anion, and this anion in the last step abstract a proton to form this product. So basically Barch mechanism tells about metaprotonation and Zimmermann's mechanism tells about orthoprotonation. So now considering both Barch mechanism and Zimmermann mechanism, I think you are also still confused like me, whether ortho or metaprotonation, whether Barch is right or Zimmermann is right. But at the meantime, Barch had noted that there was no experimental evidence for the ortho versus meta regioselectivity, and he continued in successive publications to consider that the first protonation was meta in spite of Zimmermann's theoretical prediction. But in 1969, Burnham reported a study using computations. Subsequently, Redom, in a study with Barch, reported computations and concluded that there was a slight ortho preference but with mixtures expected. And then in 1990 and 1993, Zimmermann devised an experimental test with Wang of the regioselectivity of the radical anion protonation. So now in order to check the regioselectivity of protonation step, that is whether the orthocarbon or metacarbon bearing the maximum negative charge density for protonation, they devised an experiment named deuterium leveling experiment. Now what they did? They performed batch reduction of anisole molecule with tertiary butyl alcohol deuterated to a small extent, that is about 2%. And one important thing to be noted that radical anions are considerably less basic than the corresponding carboanions. Thus, the protonation will be less exothermic and more selective. So we can anticipate that the radical ion protonation will accumulate much less deuterium compared to hydrogen. So they found that the ratio of deuterium at meta position to the deuterium at ortho position is 7. So most of the deuterium appeared in the meta position. So on the other hand, you can say that the ratio of hydrogen at ortho position to the hydrogen at meta position is very greater than 1. So what does it signify? So it signifying that selective radical anion protonation occurred at the ortho site with hydrogen, right? So this experiment is basically providing you a supporting evidence to show that anisole mechanism is following orthoprotonation, and this anisole mechanism was established by parallel examples. So here are two examples, and in both cases you can see that dm by d0 is very greater than 1. So finally you can conclude that anisole mechanism is following Zimmermann mechanism and orthoprotonation is energetically more preferable. So now coming back to the second case where benzene is connected to electron withdrawing substituent. So here is benzoic acid molecule where the benzene nucleus is attached to COOH group having -I and -R effect. So benzene ring is electronically deficient. In another term, you can say that the potential energy barrier for the reduction to happen is not very high. So benzoic acid molecule under the given condition will generate this product, right? And this product is formed by following ipso-para attack. Now the question is why ipso-para attack is favorable, right? The answer is simple. When you have an electron withdrawing group, then it can stabilize electron density at ipso and para position. And one more thing is that the protonation occurs at para position. So let me explain it by considering the mechanism. So in the first step, benzoic acid molecule in presence of sodium metal is converted to its salt, and then in the second step it accepts an electron to be converted into the radical dianion, right? And this is the radical dianion and this is the canonical form of it, right? Now in the first canonical form where the negative charge is on para position, and in the second canonical form where the negative charge is on ipso position for protonation. Now in the first canonical form, the negative charge density on the para carbon is comparatively high, but on the second canonical form, the negative charge density is delocalized to the carboxylate group through -R effect. So the negative charge density on the ipso carbon is not very high, right? So first canonical form will undergo protonation in ethanol to generate this radical anion form, and this radical anion will further accept an electron to be converted into this dianion form or dianion intermediate, and this dianion in the final step protonates to give this product, right? So now if you closely observe the dianion intermediate that we have, it is quite stable because the negative charge present on the ipso carbon is stabilized by the carboxylate group by -R effect. So just because of this, the lifetime of this dianion intermediate, which is denoted as tau, is high. So you can explore this dianion intermediate by trapping with an alkyl halide like RX to form this alkylated product, and this is basically a SN2 reaction, right? And you can also trap this dianion intermediate by Michael acceptor. And one important point that I want to mention it here, that Bach reduction involves anionic intermediate, whereas aromatic electrophilic substitution involves cationic intermediate. So nature of intermediates is electronically reversed. So the order of reactivity of the ring by substituents in Bach reduction is opposite to aromatic electrophilic substitution. So that is, in case of aromatic electrophilic substitution, the reactivity of an aromatic ring having higher pi electron density will be more, and reactivity will be less when it is having lower pi electron density. On the other hand, in case of Bach reduction, the reactivity of an aromatic ring having higher pi electron density will be less, and reactivity will be more when it is having lower pi electron density. So we have benzoic acid molecule, toluene and anisole molecule. So for the Bach reduction, the rate will decrease on going from left to right, and for aromatic electrophilic substitution, rate will increase accordingly, right? So this is all about the substituted benzene part. In the next part, I will be talking about alpha beta unsaturated carbonyls, and thank you very much for watching my video.